Welcome to Rising, everyone. Happy Monday. Sagar, what are we doing today?
Happy Monday, Krystal. We've got an amazing show. Matt Schlapp from the American Conservative Union to talk about his latest trip to Hong Kong. Paul Steinhauser from the ground in New Hampshire after that huge Democratic convention over the weekend. The killer robots might be coming for us. We're going to break that down. And, of course, the panel to talk about all these new polls, especially the CBS poll, groundbreaking developments in the field. All that coming up today on Rising. All right, Krystal, what's on your radar?
So we've got a new fun twist this morning in the Elizabeth Warren campaign. According to Jonathan Allen over at NBC News, Warren has been talking behind the scenes with none other than Hillary Rodham Clinton. So according to the report, a person who's close to Clinton said the contact has been substantial enough to merit attention, describing a conversation between the two as seemingly recent because it was front of mind for her being HRC. Warren, the candidate of big structural change, powwowing with the founding mother of the DLC, counter-scheduling, and Wall Street-friendly incrementalism. Very interesting. Things, of course, were not always so cozy between Warren and Clinton. A little bit of history here. In her book, The Two-Income Trap, Warren took Clinton to task for selling out to her Wall Street donors and constituents on a key bankruptcy bill. Here's how Warren, at the time, explained Clinton's change of heart between when she was First Lady and led the effort to veto a bad bankruptcy bill to when she was a New York senator and voted yes.
As Senator Clinton, the pressures are very different. It's a well-financed industry. A lot of people don't realize that the industry that gave the most money to Washington over the past few years was not the oil industry, was not pharmaceuticals. It was consumer credit products. Those are the people, the credit card companies have been giving money, and they have influence.
And Mrs. Clinton was one of them, as senator. Yeah.
She has taken money from the groups, and more to the point, she worries about them as a constituency.
Those are some tough words coming from a woman who has made money in politics and the rigged system a calling card of her political career. Yet, when Hillary Clinton ran for president in 2016, once it became clear that Hillary would be the nominee, Warren jumped in to endorse her. This despite the previous tough critique, despite a long friendship with Senator Sanders, and in spite of seemingly sharing much closer ideological ground with Bernie Sanders. Well, whatever Clinton chits Warren earned by endorsing Hillary over Bernie, I guess she is hoping to cash in now. Let's not kid ourselves that there is any policy or campaign advice that Elizabeth Warren is looking to get from Hillary Clinton. No way. She's after something else. Look, Hillary may be incredibly unpopular in the country at large. She may have proven to be a disastrous candidate. But that Clinton machine still has power. Still has power within the media. Just witness Rahm Emanuel on the Sunday shows being rolled out to trash Medicare for all. The media knows Clinton World, and even after an embarrassing defeat, they continue to fill panel after panel with Clinton World acolytes. And Clinton World still has a lot of power, too, with party insiders. Consider those superdelegates who lined up in near lockstep behind Clinton. Now, the DNC has changed the rules such that superdelegates cannot vote on that first ballot. But with such a big field and a fairly even split between the top three, it's not so hard to imagine a brokered convention where superdelegates do become central. And in that scenario, Clinton's support would be key. Clinton could help convince that group of party elites that Warren is a safe consensus choice, a team player, so to speak. Recall that according to Jonathan Martin's reporting over the New York Times, that is exactly the message that Warren herself has been pushing in her aggressive overtures to the Democratic insiders. Now, as you're watching these primaries unfold, be sure to pay close attention to who people rely on for their base of power, who they are in debt to, so to speak, because those are the people who will get their calls answered. Those are the people who will be in position to apply pressure. So Bill Clinton was backed by business interests, and they got NAFTA. W was deeply tied to oil interests, and they got Iraq. Obama was loved by Wall Street, and they got their bailout and no jail time. Or you could take the example that Elizabeth Warren herself proffered about Hillary Clinton on the matter of that bad bankruptcy bill. When she was senator, when she was reliant on Wall Street campaign contributions, she was suddenly able to find a way to support a bill she had once fought to kill. So we'll keep our eye on this latest development. But there's one thing I can tell you for certain. You do not get the benefit of the Clinton machine for free. There is a price. Is Warren willing to pay it? Sagar, what did you make of this development?
I was like, abandon all hope.
Abandon all hope.
Yeah, I was like,
What could go wrong,
no, I
Sagar?
mean, my main thing is, yeah, I mean, I have no idea why she would be cozying up to Hillary Clinton, except for this situation that you laid out here. I think the main thing is that people have to look at this is there is a way that you have to play the game, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
She's jockeying in a very difficult space between Bernie Sanders and with Joe Biden. So realistically, she's looking at the establishment and is saying, if the only way I'm going to win is by courting and grabbing some of that support. But it's, as you point out, that could undermine her fundamentally progressive message with a lot of people who are voting for Bernie, and that really could lead to a big conflict going on down the road.
Well, and it's not so much, like, I don't think she's going to change her tune during the campaign. What I worry about is if you get to power with the backing of these same old people, right? What do you do once you're in power?
Yeah, look at Barack Obama, right?
That's it,
change
exactly.
election, you guys hires like Larry Summers.
He staffs up with the same types of people, and so you got a very similar type of policies coming out of his administration. And, you know, even though the fact that he ran as a change candidate, even though he was brand new into Washington, really, because those were the people he owed his rise to, and because that's who he staffed his administration with, that's what we got.
Listen, I watched Trump do this. He grafted onto the RNC, and they backfilled that entire administration full of a lot of people who don't actually believe what he believes, and it's a big problem.
Yeah.
So,
Watch who people associate themselves with, who they owe their power to. That's everything. Next up on Rising, American Conservative Union Chair Matt Schlapp traveled to Hong Kong for a first-hand look at the ongoing protests.
he tells us what he saw, and he shares his conversations with the people that he calls student heroes when Rising continues.